Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Digivolving Spirits 04 ANGEWOMON, or ANGEWOMON. I always thought it was, I don't know, it's just kind of a strange name. ANGEWOMON, ANGEWOMON. It's like a play on words. Okay, I'm done. I'm done making bad jokes about the name. It's not even a joke, it was just me rambling. So let's move on. I'm not going to edit that, because it's already happened. You guys should know that I'm a doofus. Anyway, it's Tailmon. Didn't know that was the name of that one. And ANGEWOMON. And I have to say, this form right here, pretty darn cool. The other form, it's not too bad. This might be one of the better ones that they've released. We're going to have to do the review to find out, but it looks pretty good right now. It's promising. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. And this figure stands in this form, anyway, about 15.5 centimeters, which makes it just about 6 1/4 inches. And as far as jazzercise outfit wearing stripper holy knights, this is one of them, I guess. It's an odd design. Honestly, it's a cool design. I think I always thought ANGEWOMON and ANGEWOMON were some of the coolest designs I'd seen back when I was a kid, and I still agree. As far as Digimon goes, they're really cool designs. And this figure is surprisingly representative of that design, especially in this mode. Now, there is one issue, and that is that there's a absolute metric ton of kibble on the back. Now, she is covered in wings. I mean, there's wings and fuzzy spots all over the back of her in the actual character design, so they can get away with it. I mean, as far as transforming figures go, that's generally the case, so I don't fault them too much. The only real issue I have with this, other than obviously it's a lot of kibble, but that's expected, that peg that pegs it into her back does not stay pegged in very well. It falls out very easily, and I don't think it's just because I haven't pushed hard enough. Insert joke here. Yeah, it's you can push harder, but it still comes out very, very easily. So that's a bit of a hassle. I'm going to set that aside. Actually, I'll show you first, and then I'll set it aside. You still have full control-ish of the wings. So if you want to pose her in a more dynamic pose, you have a hinge down here, and then each of the wings is obviously on the hinge as well. Also, don't look at it from the back, because there's just a giant cat face. Again, to be expected for a transforming figure. Cat tail, cat face, not the best look for ANGEWOMON. But otherwise, it's kind of cool that you do have still control of the wings for a little bit more dynamic posability. However, that will be challenging since this piece does tend to fall off. Now, as far as this figure goes, it's almost a straight up SH Figure Arts figure. Surprisingly normal figure. So it's pretty impressive. As far as the diecast integration goes, her helmet is diecast, her boob covers are diecast, and then her ankle thing is diecast. So that's nice. If you like diecast, those are diecast. As far as the rest of the figure, again, it's just really well done. The paints are clean, the sculpt's clean. Articulation-wise, I think it's just a ball peg. Let me see. Pro tip, don't do this unless you know what you're doing. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. It is a ball hinge. I was able to lift it up just enough to see. It's a ball hinge that's a little cumbersome to pose, but you do get a ball hinge in there. Ball peg, ball hinge combo. So, you'll be able to pose it. The hair is soft. These guys are on ball pegs back here. So that's fine. The shoulders connect via a ball peg. So that's pretty standard. Then you have your ball hinge right there. These ribbons are connected to the arms, so they don't really get in the way too much. You still have your bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow. How's that going to work? It does work, and the joints are fairly sturdy. Like, it's holding the whole thing up, so if you wanted to do that, you could. You have just a little ball peg for the wrist. That's pretty minimal. That's okay. And then this is obviously hinged and stuff, but you're not probably going to do much with that. But still, the arms, I wasn't expecting straight up full-on articulation. We got it. And then I think these tend to fall off, by the way, because it's just a ball peg, so don't worry about that. I think this is just another ball peg, but look at that. Full range, like really nicely executed ball peg diaphragm joint. Honestly, guys, these are Transformers that go from little chubby cats to full-on sexy stripper people, and I wasn't expecting this. This is pretty impressive. Or maybe I'm just smitten by the stripper outfit. I don't know, but you can judge for yourself. Not me, the figure, or me. You can judge me if you want to. I don't care. As far as the hips go, you can see in there, only if you buy her dinner first, that the hinge is there for the ball peg. However, I can't do it. I cannot make that ball hinge move. Story of my life. It just won't go. Not the ball hinge, the hinge that's connected to the ball. I cannot make it go. And those are die-cast pegs, by the way, which means it's a die-cast hinge, and it does not want to move. Hitting it with a hairdryer will probably work because metal is generally very reactive to heat, so that might loosen that up. But as it is, the hips are very minimal. It's just that ball peg that's in there. So I can't move them very far forward or back or out to the side. I just get a little bit of a thigh swivel out of it. So if that hinge connected to the ball would move, then you'd have great range on this figure. I can tell that it's got the clearance. I just cannot make that hinge move, so that's kind of a bummer. For the knees, it's kind of an ugly kneecap design. I don't know why they did that, but you do get really good range, exceptionally good range. That's part of the transformation, I'm sure. I haven't done it yet, but I'm guessing. But we've seen way worse knees with less range, so that's okay. I'll take it for a transforming cat person stripper. I'll take it. That is not too bad. And then you have your straight up ankle ball hinge, so plenty of range there going forward, not so much going back. And if you needed to, you could rotate it like full on ankle rocker. This is impressive, guys. This is an SH figure arts connected to a transforming cat. It is nicely done. I would definitely prefer just a straight up SH figure arts version. That way we don't have the cat connected to her back. Speaking of which, can we get some more Robot Domish SH figure arts, whatever it is brand that they were doing? I want like this and ANGEWOMON as actual figures, not Transformers. This will definitely do, since they're probably not going to do that. This is really nicely done. By the way, did I mention the script work on these scroll thingy, ribbon thingies? It's really, they went all out on this, guys. I'm not just saying that because they sent this to me as a review sample. It is nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Impressive work. Very, very nice. Okay, so you guys can see this mode is very good, with the exception of the cat backpack, which, I mean, obviously that could be better. I'm going to let it slide because I don't know, I would honestly just get rid of this and throw some wings on this figure and be done with it. But this is definitely a bummer. To be expected, but still a bummer. So we're going to leave it at that. Let me get it transformed and I'll show you the cat version of the stripper angel lady. Okay, so I have it transformed from the stripper to the cat, and now it looks mostly really good from the front. Like, that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. Unfortunately, if you turn it around, her arms are still there, so now it looks more like a stripper in a furry costume, which, I mean, that's fine. I expected that kind of for this figure just because it's very hard to go from this to this in a Transformer. I'll give them credit. I think if you really, really wanted this figure for this mode, then you're going to be happy enough as long as you don't look at it from the side or the back, because from the front it looks really good. It is it is a bit of a hassle to get these to snap together. I could not get it to work, and for the sake of the review, I'm going to say that maybe it can be done. I'm guessing it can, but it was a pain in the ass for me, and it probably will be for you, so be aware of that. But otherwise, it's well enough executed. You're not really going to pose this thing at all. Not in the head, not in the legs. You can pose the arms a little bit, but not really. So in this mode, honestly, it looks okay, but don't buy it for this mode. If you're going to buy it, definitely get it for this mode, because I don't think we're going to get a real figure of this character. And this is essentially a real figure of this character minus the wings. So maybe you could get creative with that and make it work. But what is here is done well. The eyes are sculpted and painted really nicely. Same thing for the yellow and orange parts and the silver claws. The ears are done well enough. I mean, it's fine. The tail is done okay. It's articulated. You can pose that around. This is Diecast 2, I believe. I think it is. Nicely painted there, too. So it's fine. But obviously it is a transforming Digimon from a lady to a cat. So it is about what you would expect for that. So I'll give you a quick height measurement for this. It stands about, to the top of the head, about 4 3/4, roughly. About 5 3/4 to the top of the ears, and of course you can adjust those if you want to, but you pretty much want them up like that. And centimeters is about 12 to the head and about 15 to the ears. So yeah, this mode, it's fine. Nothing to write home about. The other mode is particularly impressive though, so I will recommend that. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up almost every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff, so make sure you click that bell, click the like, click the subscribe, and in the meantime, keep collecting.